Hey, welcome to the players meeting for the 2022 5th Annual Tallahassee Warmup. I want to start off by thanking you all for deciding to play. We do greatly appreciate it and looking forward to seeing y'all all Saturday. My name is Marshall Griffiths. I'm the Assistant Tournament Director, and this is
Patrick Hardy. I am the actual TD.
And the President of Tallahassee Disc Golf Association. So once again, thank you all for taking the time to watch this. We want to go over a couple of the quick ground rules for this tournament, seeing how there are several divisions playing on 3 different layouts. Just want to remind y'all the check-in times for Saturday. I will be there probably around 6:30. Check-in time officially is 7 to 8, and the tee-off time is 8:30. That is all on Disc Golf Scene with the schedule, so just be prepared. Just so you know, before you get there, the Players Pack, you will get 2 discs. You'll get a dynamic disc birdie bag, which helps dry your hands. You'll also get a stainless steel koozie, a dynamic disc towel, and a custom flight towel with the logo for the tournament.
So the 3 layouts will be MPO, MA1, and MA40 will play from long pads. There will be a couple of additional new long pads. Hole 5 will be playing near the bridge. Hole 12, the combo hole, will be playing near where we normally warm up across from hole 5. And what's the last one?
The last one will be hole 13 or hole 14.
That's right.
There will be a new pad behind the long pad on 14, so it'll be just back up. It's about 50 foot behind the current long pad. Just to kind of give y'all, so the long pad for 5, you will be throwing over the lake. It's 410 foot to clear the lake and land on dry ground. If you're not able to go that whole distance, you can throw towards the short pad and then go up that way to kind of secure your par. Hole 12 to 13 from the MPO pad is 910 feet, and it is a par 5 for all 3 layouts. You also are playing hole A to B for all 3 layouts, and it is a 22 round for all 3. 22 hole, yes, not round. Yeah, I don't want to play 22 rounds today. That'd be bad. So
the true Ironman.
True Ironman, yeah. So
and then the next will be the short pads. That's FA1, FA2, MA1, MA2, MA3, and MA50.
But we don't have an FA2 or MA40. I forgot to take that out of here. So
okay.
Anyway.
You mean MA50?
No, we had MA40 above. Yeah.
40 is playing longs.
So yeah.
FA3, 4, MA4, and all juniors will be playing a combination of the juniors pads and the short pads. Again, we can't stress this enough. When you use the PDGA Live, it will tell you the pad as well as the pin and all the OB information, if there is any, as best as possible.
We do plan for those that are going to be throwing from the junior pad area. It's not concrete; it is natural ground. Just so you're aware before you start playing, we do plan on putting flags to show you where those tees are.
The ones that you'll be using.
Yeah, the ones you're using.
Speaking of OBs, obviously please use the PDGA Live as much as possible. But in almost every single case, if you're on or beyond the roads, you are OB and play them as you normally would. The exception to that, obviously, are the walking paths on hole 3 does not play as a river. It is not OB. And hole 5 for only the long pad people, the MPO, MA1, MA40, the walking path and to the left is not OB. However, if you're playing from the short pads or the junior pads, it is OB, and we will make sure to have that marked. If you're surrounded by water, the only situations that might come up should be on 8, 9, and the combo AB. If you're surrounded by water, it is OB on
and
those.
C.
And C. Oh, yes, thank you. Throwing down through C. Again, we'll make sure to mark all those on the PDGA Live as best as possible. And speaking of OB, I just want to reiterate the new rules. If you are OB, you get the semicircle 1 meter in any direction along the semicircle from where you went out. If you are near OB, not OB, but just close to the OB line, you have to come in perpendicular. You do not get the semicircle. In case you guys missed the Sarah Hokum incident, apparently that happened at the
All-Star event.
All-Star event, right. We're going to have water out at best of possible. Hole 5 has a faucet. Hole E has a faucet. Hole 16 has a faucet. We're going to put water at the pavilion of 3 and the short pad of 12 in the shade so it doesn't get hot. And also, obviously, try to bring your own water for the morning. Really, probably the afternoon is where it's going to be really needed the most, because that's when we'll actually hit the heat of the day. And then last that I can think about is the CTPs. MA1 will be hole 1. MA2 will be hole 2. MA3 will be 16. MA4 will be 3. MA50 will be 5. I think that's supposed to be MA40 actually, because we don't have.
No, we don't have an MA40.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
MJ18 will be
6.
So, 6, and MPO will be 7.
And real quick, when you're checking in, please check in to make sure if you're not a part of the CTP or the ACE fund, please don't move the flag especially for the CTP. If you'd like to be part of those funds, they're $5. We will take cash Saturday morning to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to get in that fund. I mean, I can't tell you I've won a CTP, or should have, but I didn't pay in. And James Cost hit an ace in Valdosta and wasn't paid in. So it's very important that if you just never know what may happen. So just, it's just the $5 that you may win back.
The big thing too is how we plan on having it set up in some form or fashion will be, I will do the check-in. Marshall will let you know if you're in the ACE fund or the CTP, and if you'd like to join, he'll take your money at that time. And then one of us, or hopefully James, will be helping you put together your player pack real quick so we can try to make this as smooth and as quick as possible. So if you have any questions, please try to hit us up ahead of time, because obviously in the morning of, we're going to be trying to get everybody ready to go as much as possible.
And I do notice I didn't put certain groups in there for CTPs. If we get people that show up and they decide to pay into it, we will add more CTP holes. But as it is now, there's the FA1, there was only, I think nobody signed up for the CTP. And then I had Dee Dee for the FP50, and of course she's the only one, so she defaults, she wins her CTP no matter where I put her. So, but other than that, I think that pretty much covers it. Would like to, real quick, as y'all are watching this, we do have the Disc Golf Pro Tour that's coming up in April. We are in need of a lot of volunteers. If you're playing and would like to be part of something that you may not get to see again in this area, because we don't know if next year is guaranteed for the tournament or for the tour event, we would love to have you as a volunteer. We need you disc scorers, and also we'd love for you to join the club. We got a place for you. Get bad tags, get a disc, and come out and join the fun.
Yep, and again, the big thing is we're going to meet in the pavilion at hole 3, by hole 3.
And if you don't know where that is, when you're coming into the park, if you're using Waze, I can tell you it takes you to the correct spot. If you put in Tom Brown Disc Golf Course, it'll take you to the long pad at hole 1. Just keep going straight past the children's playground, and it'll go down into the tree line, and the pavilion's right down there on the right. You can pull off into the dirt and park there.
Yep, and then obviously you'll probably want to, as wherever people are located, once you've checked in, you can drive over to where you're going to be starting, because obviously there are going to be some holes where you're going to probably prefer to drive over and rather than walk, because it's a long walk.
Don't forget to bring your own lunch. Lunch is not provided.
And one other thing, please make sure that when you are finished with your round, that both people using PDGA Live finalize the scores. You do have 30 minutes after you finish the round to turn it into us, because obviously the faster you guys get that done, the faster we can start the clock on lunch, do a push notification to let you know when round 2 is, and get your whole assignments back out.
And also that goes back real quick, if you are in question on whether or not a shot was in or out of bounds, do not spend more than about 3 to 5 seconds. Err on the player's side. When in doubt, play a provisional.
It out.
Play it out. Yes.
Provisional it out.
Yeah, provisional it out. Write it down on a piece of paper, and then come to us at the end before you submit your scores. Once your scores are submitted, it's submitted. If I have to go back and change it, it's a 2-stroke penalty. So, or Patrick does. So just kind of know that.
All right, that's pretty much it.
We thank you all again, and we'll see you Saturday.
See you then.
See ya.